Morenikeji's love for plants and animals started at a very young age when she visited her grandparents' farm in the village. Her curiosity and thirst for knowledge often led her to explore different subjects online where she found communities that shared her interests. One day, while browsing through social media, she stumbled upon a group dedicated to animal lovers and aspiring farmers. She quickly became an active member, sharing our dreams and learning from others. Morenikeji. Hey everyone, my name is Morenikeji. I am 14 years old. My hobbies are reading and watching true crime stories. My lifelong ambition is to be a vet. I love animals, and my love stems from countless holidays I have spent on my grandparents' farms. I have always wanted to work on a farm and learn more about animal care. Does anyone else share this dream? Amongst the responses, one message stood out. It was a member named Ben. Hi, Morenikeji, Ben said. I am Ben. My uncle owns a big farm in Benue State, and I visit there often and learn so much about animals. Really? Morenikeji said. I miss the farm life so much. I had beautiful memories of running after chickens on my grandparents' farms. They are unfortunately no longer with us, and I really miss them, she said wistfully. If you miss that aspect of farm life, you can visit my uncle's farm at any time. Intrigued by the idea, Morenikeji and Ben began to chat regularly. Ben seemed friendly and knowledgeable, sharing stories about life on the farm and encouraging her on her dreams. As weeks passed, Ben's stories about the farm became more vivid and enticing. Captivated by his tales, she felt a growing desire to visit and experience it herself. The farm sounded like a place where her dreams could come true. We've got cows, goats, and even few horses. It is the perfect place for you. You'd love it here, Morenikeji, Ben would often say to her. Despite her excitement, Morenikeji was aware of the risks of meeting someone from the internet. Her mother had told her so many stories and had warned her to be careful of who she talks to online. But Ben seemed so trustworthy, and his offer was tempting. I really want to visit, but I have to tell my parents. But I don't know if my parents will agree, Morenikeji said. Don't worry, I can talk to them or even introduce you to my uncle. We'd make sure you are safe and sound, Ben would reassure her. His reassurances gradually chipped away at her hesitations. The thought of spending time on a farm and learning firsthand was too alluring to resist. Eventually, Ben suggested she visit during her upcoming school break. Morenikeji wrestled with the idea of visiting the farm without her parents' permission. She knew it was wrong to leave without informing them. She also knew she would not be permitted to leave, but the opportunity felt like once in a lifetime. Thinking to herself, she said, I know my parents might say no, but what if this is my only chance to live my dream? I'll be gone for just a few days and I'll be back. Conflicted but determined, she made up her mind. The thought of sneaking out excited her, but also filled her with fear. She had always been an obedient girl, but she decided it was worth the risk. She had longed to visit a farm for a very long time, and ever since she lost her grandparents, whom she loved dearly, she felt a connection to nature slipping away. She decided to meet Ben at a bus station in Lagos, where they would travel to the farm together. With her bag packed and her heart racing with excitement and fear, Morenikeji set off to meet Ben, unaware of the journey that lay ahead. The bus station was bustling with people. Morenikeji felt alone as she searched for Ben. Her anxiety was soon relieved when she saw him waving at her from a distance. Morenikeji, over here! You've made it, Ben said to her. Ben introduced a man who he claimed was his uncle to Morenikeji. He appeared friendly and reassured her she'd be safe on her trip to Benue State. How far is Benue State? Morenikeji asked Ben. Not very far. It's just an hour's journey from Lagos State. It is not really far. You can go and come back that same day. Ben lied to her. Morenikeji, we are so glad you are joining us. Ben's uncle cut him short. You are going to have a great time on the farm. Can I also have your parents' number? I need to call them to let them know you are safe with us. Morenikeji looked at Ben's uncle and said, I did not inform my parents. I snuck out of the house. Don't worry, Ben's uncle said to her. I will call them to let them know you are okay and I will explain everything to them. The bus ride was long and exhausting, with Ben and his uncle making small talk to keep her engaged. As the hours passed and the city lights began to fade into rural landscape, Morenikeji felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation about what awaited her. When they finally arrived at the farm, it was not what she envisioned. The once vibrant tales Ben told were replaced by the stark reality of a rundown farmhouse and neglected fields. Ben, this is not what I expected. Where are all the animals? But Ben's demeanor changed as they approached the farmhouse. His once friendly smile had disappeared, and the uncle was nowhere to be seen. Instead, a stern man approached her with a scrutinizing gaze. I am the farm owner. You must be the new girl. Get some rest. You will start work tomorrow. I don't understand, Morenikeji stammered. What do you mean I will start work tomorrow? The farm owner laughed and said in broken English to her, your friend no tell you wetin he wan come do for here. My friend, get into that farmhouse. You think say na play we dey play for here? Abi na me say make you dey foolish to dey follow person wey you meet online dey talk. I sure say your papa and your mama go don warn you, but I know say you go get coconut head. My friend, get into that shed and sleep there. He screamed at her. Morenikeji, scared, looked at Ben and said, Ben, I don't understand what is going on. What is going on, Ben? What are you not telling me? She cried. How could you do this to me? My parents would be worried about me. Please, just let me go. I promise never to tell anybody. In fact, Ben, I don't know the way to this place. Just let me go. She kept pleading. Ben said nothing to her, but stared at her, his eyes cold and empty. He faced the farm owner and said, make sure say you give am close marking. This one get sense small, he said to the farm owner in broken English. No worry yourself, Ben. This one no fit escape for here now. This farm big now, and I get strong security. Even CCTV sef dey, and our forest surround this farm. So how she wan take escape? This place na like fortress. She no fit escape, make you cool your mind. Morenikeji watched as Ben slowly receded into the shadows while telling her, by the way, my real name is not Ben. My name is Nnamdi. Don't worry, this is not the last time you will see me, as I'm going to bring more workers for this farmer. Confused and scared, realization hit Morenikeji that she had been deceived and she was far from home, trapped in a place that felt more like a prison than a farm. For the next 2 years, Morenikeji was forced to work long hours on the farm under harsh conditions. She quickly learned that escape attempts were futile, as the farm owner, who she has named Dictator, was not only cruel, but he also kept a tight watch on all the workers. She watched as Nnamdi, aka Ben, brought in more victims to work on the farm. She came to the realization that this farmer was so greedy. He did not want to pay workers but wanted free labor. She also realized other captives have been working in this farm for as far as 5 years, 10 years, and it made her unhappy. Her days were filled with back-breaking labor, tending to few animals and maintaining the farm. She was given little food, and her once bright dreams were overshadowed by the grim reality of her situation. Despite the dire circumstances, Morenikeji found solace in the friendships she formed with other workers, especially Amina, a girl close to her age who had also been taken under similar circumstances. Amina, we will get out of here one day, Morenikeji said to her. We just have to stay strong and look out for each other. I still can't believe I was gullible enough to leave home with a stranger, despite repeated warnings from my mother. And here I am, Amina, working in a farm. This wicked farmer is not paying us, and he keeps making us work for free while lining his pocket. Morenikeji wept. I miss my family so much. I want to go home. The bond between them gave Morenikeji the strength to endure the harsh conditions. She clung to the hope that one day she would leave this hell-hole, as she calls it. Back in Lagos, her parents were devastated by her disappearance. Her sudden absence left them perplexed. They searched tirelessly, contacting friends and even the police, but no leads emerged. They turned to social media, sharing her story and hoping someone might recognize her or might have even seen her. Her friends at school rallied around the cause, creating flyers and organizing search parties. Her best friend Amaka said to people, "We won't give up until we find her. She's out there somewhere and we will surely bring her home." As months turned into years, the family's hope wavered but never faded. They remained determined to find Morenikeji, holding on to the belief that one day she would return to them. For 2 good years, she worked tirelessly, and she tried to know the routine of the security. And she found out that bosses from the farm goes to the market every 7 days to sell fresh produce from the farm. She also noticed that when people came to the farm to buy in bulk, the farmer would hurriedly lock them in a shed and also threaten to set it on fire if they make any noise. Thinking to herself, Morenikeji said, "If I can hide in one of these bosses that lives for the market in the next village, I would be able to leave this place. There is a chance for me to escape this LO." One night, she shared her plan to escape with Amina, who agreed with her. Amina said to her, "It is risky, but it might be your only chance. Don't worry, we are harvesting fresh vegetable for the next market day. It will be easier for you to hide in between the leaves. Don't worry, I will try to distract his workers trying to load the bus, but you have to be very careful, as you know that those who have attempted were not spared. But if you eventually escape, please notify the nearest police station." They carefully plotted their escape, waiting for the right moment the farmer's vigilance would wane. One night, while it was raining heavily, Morenikeji took a chance. With her heart pounding and adrenaline coursing through her veins, she slipped into one of the buses that was carrying fresh produce to the market. The bus ride to the village felt like a day's journey. Her heart kept beating fast and she kept praying silently. Approaching the market, she started formulating plans of how to sneak out of the bus without being seen. The moment the bus was opened, she crouched near the door, under the vegetables, waiting for the right moment fresh produce would be carried to the store. She mentally gauged the time to and fro the stand and realized she had a 2-minute opening. She ran faster than a cheetah when the door was left open. She ran without looking back. She did not stop until she was far from the market. She ran into the forest, gasping for breath and very tired. She journeyed for 2 days before running into some hunters in the forest, who eventually took her to the nearest police station after narrating her ordeal to them. "You poor thing," one said. "Let's go to the police station. They will know how to help you." With the hunters' assistance, Morenikeji was taken to a local police station where she recounted her ordeal. The DPO of the station asked her gently, "Do you know the way to the farm? And do you know if there are any other persons being held against their will?" Morenikeji said in between sobs, "Yes, sir. People are being held against their will, working on the farm without pay. Can you please rescue them as soon as possible?" The authorities, recognizing the urgency of the situation, took swift action to rescue others being held captive. News of Morenikeji's escape quickly reached Lagos. Her parents were overwhelmed with relief and gratitude. They rushed to Benue State to be reunited with their beloved daughter. The moment they saw her, their eyes were filled with tears and unspoken words of love and relief. Morenikeji's mother, "My darling daughter, we've been searching for you every single day." "I am so sorry, mommy," she said. "I didn't know it would turn out like this. I just wanted to live my dream." Her family's embrace was a balm to her weary soul. She felt the weight of her ordeal begin to lift. Back in Lagos, her return was met with celebrations and heartfelt reunions with friends who had never given up hope on her. Morenikeji's story quickly spread, serving a powerful warning about the dangers of trusting strangers online. Morenikeji's experience highlighted the importance of internet safety and the potential dangers lurking in the digital world. She became an advocate for awareness, sharing her story with others to educate them about the risks and encourage safe online practices. She said, "I want others to learn from my mistakes. The internet can be a dangerous place. I was lucky to have escaped, and my abductors caught and sentenced to jail. But we can protect ourselves by being cautious and informed." Our story inspired schools and communities to organize workshops on internet safety, emphasizing the need for vigilance and open communication between parents and children. If you have enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more.